Welcome, guys. Since I'm not here today, I wanted to take a few minutes and explain the activity that I'm going to ask you to do. Basically, what we're trying to do is scale Earth's history down so that we can make sense out of it. When we say Earth is 4.6 billion years old, that's a crazy big number that's hard for us to conceptualize. If you think about, if I showed you a picture of Indianapolis Motor Speedway on race day and asked you how many people it fit inside of it, you wouldn't have a great guess. You might say 10,000, you might say 500,000, you might say a million. Once numbers get to be a certain size, it's hard for our brains to conceptualize just how big that is. And that's what we see with geologic time. The time scales we're talking about are so crazy big that our brains just can't fathom 4.6 billion years. So what we're going to do is we're going to compress all of Earth's history down to 1 meter. And we're going to scale all these different key events. We're also going to scale the eons, epochs, eras, and periods, which that's your pre-lab, is to define those terms. So what we're going to look at is, if all of Earth's history were 1 meter long, at what point would plants show up? At what point would photosynthesizers show up? At what point would consumers show up? What about humans? So I've posted some things on Canvas for you. I went ahead and did the scaling for you. That's on the front side of the paper that you picked up today. I did the math for you just because I'm not here, and I didn't want to just sort of leave you hanging if you couldn't figure it out. So that's posted on Canvas. It says something like events list completed or some synonym of that. One thing that people have done in the past is when they get to the very end, you'll see at the very end things are crammed in there. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happens within the last couple of centimeters. And so what people have done is kind of drawn down, let me go the other way, drawn down and then expanded so that they could squeeze things in. That's totally okay. I'll put a couple of examples out under the windows on the outside of the classroom so that hopefully maybe that'll help. But feel free to email me. I'll have access to my email, or Canvas message me would be even better. And I can try and respond if you have any questions. Good luck.